So, how are you, everybody? I'm sure that you're all fine and safe. So, today, today we are basically going to start a Python. Yes. And in this video, I'm only going to tell that what do you mean by Python and all of these things. Because if you're studying that language, if you're doing any programming language, we should know a little bit about it, that what it is. So that is what I'm going to tell. So what is Python? Python hota kya hai? So Python is popular programming language, we all know, and it was created by Q2 Van Rosen and released in 1991. Now, if you said that we are going to study Python, but why I'm telling that who it was created by, it doesn't mean. But when we are going for competitive exams, in there we need, if we are performing that programming language, but we don't know who created it, and in exam mostly asks. So whatever, we don't know, but we are using it, but we don't know. That's why we should know whatever thing we are using. First, see that who it was created, when it was created, or when it is released, and everything. Take a little bit information about it, history of that thing. Fine. So, and it was released in 1991, and Python is used for web developments and software developments, mathematics. How mathematics? Now, by only doing a very short code of line, you will see a very long question you have solved in mathematics. That's why mathematics also uses Python. System scripting is also done with Python only. Now, why I refer Python other than other programming languages? This is because we are seeing, what we are going to see here. See the Python. If you are going to tell about Python, Python is the easiest of all programming languages, because if I'm going to see on the Java, so if I have to print anything in Java, I need to write 4 to 5 lines of code. In C++, I have to write like 7 to 8 lines of code. But in the Python, in one line only, I have done it. That's why the Python is one of the easiest programming language. Now, what can a Python do? Python can be used on a server to create web applications. Python can be alongside software to create workflows. That Python can connect to database systems. It can also read and modify clients. Python can be used to handle a big data and perform complex mathematics. I have already told this. Python can be used for rapid prototyping or for production-ready software development. Sorry. Now, if I compare the Python syntax to other programming languages, Python is very sensitive in these cases, okay? Python was designed for a readability and has some similarities to the English language with the influence from mathematics. Now, as influence from mathematics here is came, here इसका मतलब एकदम simple है, that है in the we need logic. हमें यहाँ बस लॉजिक की जरूरत पड़ेगी. जब तक हम किसी चीज में लॉजिक अप्लाई नहीं करेंगे, we won't be getting that particular answer. Now, why I have written similarities to the English language? See, it is easy to understand, but it is very much complicated in its syntax. If means your capital letter, small letter works, it will tell you an error if you are not writing it properly, right? So Python is Python uses the new lines to complete command as opposed to other programming languages which often use semicolons or parentheses. Now, what is parenthesis? Yeah, I can show you what is parenthesis. This one is parenthesis. What is semicolons? This is semicolon. So some of the things, the commands are separated by these two. But in the Python, we have to start it from a new line. Okay, that is what it's given there. Next, if we are going to say, then Python relies on indentation. Indentation means the spaces. Using white space to define a scope, such as scope of loops, functions, and classes. We're going to study what are loops, what are functions, and what are classes. In that time, I will tell you about these all things. Other programming languages often use curly brackets. We all know what are curly brackets. This is a curly bracket, right? For these purposes. Now, for an example, this I will show you. Where we are going to do the Python. We are going to do Python in Anaconda Python. See, here we are going to do. You all can download this Anaconda, and here we will find a Jupyter notebook. Actually, we are going to do Python on Jupyter notebook. We have to launch Jupyter notebook from here, and you can use the web part. Maybe aata link. I will share that link too. Fine. We will do everything in both the things, is one in that Jupyter notebook and that one in the web part also. Okay. Now, here, click on new and open Python 3. Now, as you open Python 3, you will see your Jupyter notebook will be opened. Now, why I'm saying that it is very okay with its syntax. See, print this, then this. Okay, sorry. Then this. And inside it, if I write Sakshi. So let us see it is working or not. See, it is saying the syntax error. Why it is saying a syntax error? Anybody knows? Anybody knows? Here, the error, what it is in, I have to use your curly bracket, not that parenthesis. That is the issue. So now let us see if it works by that, or we have some other issues regarding it. Okay, I'm again typing it and I'm removing these things. Run. See, now it is printing. Means in just a bracket part also, if you apply another bracket, it won't say. Now, if in the place, let us see it is in the capitalization also, if it says wrong. Nothing, it is saying an error because I have used this print. A capital letter, so how it's very sensitive in its case of syntax. If you will forget syntax, you won't be able to do Python. Well, in the web also we can do. Now, if you all want to see a web example, so this one I have taken from web only. I have done this in a web only. I have written this, and now indentation means the gaps. Now, if I'm using some conditional statements, we are going to see if I'm using some conditional statements, if I write if a is a variable equal to 1, then print. So if I write print here, it won't work. It will show me an error. But at the same time, if I write print on this path, it will not show me an error. So this is how it is very much sensitive in its case, So this was all for today. And I think you all understood what is the meaning of the Python well. In the next classes, I'm going to start the main part of the Python. So for that, you have to even like, subscribe my channel. And if you're getting any other doubts, you can either use comment section, either you can Gmail me at kedia, Sakshi Kedia coaching girl at gmail.com. If you want to see this Gmail, go to the description box and see it. Even I'm writing it here. And more doubts you can ask in the comment sections. Okay, and like, share, and subscribe to my channel. Definitely. So, yeah, thank you, everybody. Have a nice day.